What will happen to all the concrete when Jesus arrives? Have you ever wondered what will happen to all the concrete buildings of all the cities when the earth becomes a paradise? How will cities built with concrete and steel be transformed into park-like places? And what will happen to all the concrete rubble? And how will vegetation start to grow on top of that? Does the Bible offer any answer to these questions? Surprisingly, the Bible has some scriptures that offer the answer to these questions in accord with material science. The first one that might come to mind is 2 Peter 2 verse 6. It says, "And by reducing the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah to ashes, he condemned them, setting a pattern for ungodly people of things to come." Interestingly, it said these cities were reduced to ashes. This raises the question of what materials were the houses built in Sodom and Gomorrah? Most likely they were built of bricks because that is what was usual in those times in that area. Then the next question arises, can bricks and stone burn and turn into ashes? Yes, indeed, because for example, concrete turns into powder at 800 to 1000 Celsius or 1500 to 1800 Fahrenheit. That is approximately the same for bricks and stone. From the Bible, we know that Sodom and Gomorrah were burned with sulfur raining down on them. And when sulfur burns, it can reach very high temperature levels, about 1000 to 1600 Celsius, or in Fahrenheit 1800 to 2900, depending on conditions such as oxygen availability. Those temperatures are enough to reduce any stone material to powder. Yes, this knowledge gives a whole new level of understanding of what is meant with God's word, as we already read. And by reducing the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah to ashes, he condemned them, setting a pattern for ungodly people of things to come. Further in 2 Peter 3 verse 7 it reads, "But by the same word the heavens and the earth that now exist are reserved for fire, and are being kept until the day of judgment and of destruction of the ungodly people." And verse 10 says, "But Jehovah's day will come as a thief, in which the heavens will pass away with a roar, but the elements being intensely hot will be dissolved, and earth and the works in it will be exposed." And verse 12 says, "As you await and keep close in mind the presence of the day of Jehovah, through which the heavens will be destroyed in flames and the elements will melt in the intense heat." Someone could ask, does these scriptures really speak about literal fire? And are there other Bible verses outside of 2 Peter that confirm what the Apostle Peter wrote? Yes, indeed. Malachi 4 verse 1 says, "For look, the day is coming, burning like a furnace, when all the presumptuous ones and all those practicing wickedness will become like stubble. The coming day will certainly devour them, says Jehovah of armies, and it will leave them neither root nor branch." And Psalms 11 verse 6 says, "Upon the wicked he will rain down snares, fire and sulfur, and a scorching wind will be the portion of their cup." There are even more Bible verses indicating that the next judgment will be accompanied with fire. That's practical. That is a good way to get rid of all concrete rubble, plastics, and also used cars, trains and planes. Otherwise, it would take a very long time for these to disappear. That's all for today, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.